Hello.
Hey,
Can you hear me?
yeah. Hi.
Great, great. So, do you have a game you want me to review, or do we do a live game?
I don't really care whatever, and like I can stream. I tried with my friends, so
Okay, perfect. So if you don't have any specific game in mind, we can do a live game, I guess. Uh, do you have any role that you want to focus on?
uh, jungle and like top.
Jungle and top. Well, let's pick one. I'm more comfortable with top, but I can do jungle as well.
Oh, well, I've been playing top for a while now, so I don't have really any jungle games except for that Rek'Sai one that we played together. So I guess we
Okay,
can do
let's
a live
let,
game.
let's do top then. That
Okay.
fine?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. What champs do you main?
Uh, Renekton, like Yorick, Kled, Rise, and Mm, yeah,
Cool, cool. So Renekton, pretty good for carrying, a bit mechanically intensive. Yorick, very good, especially in the CLO. It can abuse easily mistakes that the players make.
he's
Uh,
OP.
I wouldn't say so. He's OP in this elo. In higher elo, people know how to abuse him. Like, if he misses E, he's very weak. If he,
Hmm.
that range thing that
It's all
spawns
about
his
his
goals.
passive. It's all about his passive. So
Yeah, so yeah, in higher elo he's kind of weak. He doesn't have dashes and he can be abused. Um, okay. What else did you say? You main? You play?
Rise, Kled, like
Ryze's late game. If you want a
hmm
solo carry, the problem with scaling champs in this elo is there's so many fights in this elo that random enemy champions get super fed, and by the time you scale, you have a hard time dealing with them. Like for example, let's say your top lane and your bot lane feeds their asses off, and you end up with a 7-0 ADC or something like that. 7-0 Vayne. Let's say that's like your worst nightmare as a top laner.
yeah.
Um, there's not much you can do. Even if you're like a fucking challenger player, uh, you can still lose if you're unlucky. If they have like a lot of CC, for example, let's say the Vayne is fed and they have a bunch of CC and they catch you with the CC. There's how can you outplay if you're CC'd, you know? So,
So
yeah.
there was this game, and like I was playing Rise, and like I had my lane, so I was like pulling this Shrindamir,
Mm-hmm.
but like his jungle and mid laner helped him, and like I didn't know what to do, and like I don't really know how to use my ult with Rise.
Oh,
So
there's a very cool trick with Rice. First of all, how comfortable are you with lane manipulation with wave management?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Okay, lane management. Okay, that's very important to know, as especially as a top laner, since your lane is super. Do you know how to freeze?
No, I don't know. I don't know what you mean again.
Okay, then before we start a game, let's jump into a game,
All
and
right.
I'll show you the basics of wave manipulation because that is, if you're wondering how can I have like 100% win rate in well 12 games, 13 games so far with Yorick, 100% win rate. Wave manipulation is like one of the biggest parts from it. So I'm going to create a custom game and invite you. Do I have you in my list? I don't think I have you.
No. Let me just send you my ID.
Says the player doesn't exist. Is it with just one eye, maybe?
2 eyes.
Okay, no.
With
It
a
says...
D. Dovasi. The first one was incorrect.
Okay, there you go. Alright, pick a champ, whatever, it doesn't matter, we won't be here long. Well, I'll get something that has good wave clear.
This'll be a slaughter.
So, what should we do now?
Welcome to Summoner's
Well,
Rift.
let's go in top lane.
Top lane. Alright.
Yep.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
As you wish.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, so when the lane starts, let's say we have Kled versus Tryndamere. What Tryndamere wants to do first thing is build up Fury, right? Once he has his Fury up level 1, you can't 1v1 him because he's going to crit, and get you killed. Lane manipulation. What does this mean? It means if you start attacking, if Tryndamere builds his Fury slowly, but you also attack the wave.
Follow my blade.
Hold on. Actually, the way this goes is if I build my Fury, you have no choice but to back off because I can all in you. Let's say I get Ghost Ignite or something like that. You can just die from now. You know, if I do that. I can just all in you, especially if I have like lethal tempo or something like that. So what's going to happen is, usually it goes like this. Wave 1, the Tryndamere will start slow pushing. This is a slow push. It means the wave isn't going to crash immediately. You do have a choice here. You can try to keep the wave frozen here. And what a frozen wave is if I have like 3 caster minions, 3 minions more than you have on the defensive here, then the wave is frozen. What that means is it won't crash into your lane unless I like try to push it super quickly. So what you have to do is you have to also attack the wave. Try to keep it here, especially if you're playing a champion that's weaker than mine. What you want to do is try to keep the wave here in this position, frozen next to your tower, and wait for your jungler to come and help you out, give you a gank, right?
Yeah.
But let's say that doesn't happen. Then I'll show you like probably one of the most important things that you need to watch out, especially in a losing matchup. If I get the wave crashing, stop attacking the wave for a bit.
Okay.
You'll see this wave is getting under your tower, and the next wave that's coming, it will start fighting this wave. This wave will die, and the next wave that's coming from my side will meet somewhere here.
Oh.
You wish.
And even if we have the same amount of minions, the next wave that arrives from behind will arrive here sooner than my wave.
Yeah.
And because of that, is going to kill these minions here much faster, and your wave is pushing towards me. Now, if you're a weak champion in the early game, let's say for example, a Vayne. Vayne is pretty weak early, and you've seen Vayne tops. This is when you can kill a Vayne top. Is when his wave is slowly pushing, and you're on the defensive. You don't want to engage the Vayne here. You might die because he has more minions than you do, right?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to screen share. Because that. Oh, but I can't screen share because you need to pay attention to the game. So now that your wave is building up, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. If let's say you're a Vayne, you don't want that. You don't want it to crash here in the tower. Right now, I, as Tryndamere, want to freeze it, and the way you freeze a wave is always make sure the enemy minions are there are like 3 or 4 more minions than you have. If it's 3 or 4 more minions, the wave will always stay right here.
Oh.
It won't push back into the Vayne ever. And this confuses players in this elo like a lot. Because if let's say you're a Vayne and I'm Tryndamere and I'm like super fed, obviously you don't want to walk up into the Tryndamere, because he's just going to run you down. If you're here where you're standing now and you're a weak Vayne versus the Tryndamere, you just die here, right? So you don't want to walk up. So what a Vayne will do if he's much weaker than me is they usually stand like way the fuck over here, and they're waiting for the wave to come back to them. But if you're freezing properly, it will never come back to them. And what they end up doing is they end up losing experience because of that, and they get back in. They get behind in levels. See how the wave is still here. And if I let it, it'll kill these last 3 minions and crash into the tower. Obviously, I don't want that. So I'm just going to quote unquote trim it a bit. And I hope I didn't ruin the freeze. I think it's still frozen. I'm going to let your minions attack it. I'm just going to last it. No, don't hit it. Don't.
Oh, okay.
You're basically helping me with the freeze. What I'm trying to show you is that no matter what the Vayne does, the wave is still here in this uncomfortable position for the Vayne. You might encounter this situation sometimes where you're completely crushing the lane, and what the other laner is doing is they're just super scared and they're sitting under their tower, and you can't do anything. They're just last hitting. And even though you're ahead, you're kind of stuck. You're not really having a lot of impact on the game because the enemy player is sitting under tower and you can't get a kill on them, right? What you want to do is you want to set up a freeze like this. See?
Yeah.
If you sat under your tower right now, you'd be losing a huge amount of experience and gold.
This'll be a slaughter.
Right?
Right.
So this is the kind of thing you do if you really want to kill someone. You can guarantee, if you know that you're ahead of them and you really want to get them away from the safety of their tower, this is what you do. You freeze. See? The wave never moved from here. So I can just you know, use my gap closer, flash, kill them, whatever, you know?
Yeah,
Zero
this
hit.
has happened to me before. It's really annoying.
Yeah. Now, what happens if... Okay, you want to get some tower plates. A lot of the people in this elo generally just brainlessly hit the wave. And just one set of minions, one wave of minions, ends up crashing under the enemy turret. You don't want that. What you want to do is you want to slow push the wave. See how the minions stop attacking the wave just a tiny bit, so I can show you the concept. See how many minions I have right now, and there's one more wave coming. You can see the wave coming. You can look at your wave on the minimap, and you'll know the enemy wave is completely mirrored. So you can look. That's the trick. You can look at your minions to see where they are, and you know where the enemy minions are as well.
This'll be a slaughter.
Yeah.
So let's say you want to get some tower platings. The way you do it is you slow push into the enemy. You build up a wave, a big wave like this, and you can start attacking tower, depending on the champion. Obviously, maybe not if you're weak, but if you're pretty strong. And
Yeah.
if you build a large enough wave, well, right now the wave died kind of quickly because I didn't crash it properly. If you build a large enough wave, let's say the enemy is low HP. What you can do is you can auto attack the tower, and people in this elo don't know what to do in that situation. They will instinctively auto attack you,
Nightmare.
and
Yeah.
when they auto attack you and you have like, let's say 10 ranged casters lined up here where I'm walking right now, they will all switch aggro to your enemy that's auto attacking you. So they deal, let's say, 100 damage to you per auto attack. Meanwhile, they have a huge amount of casters hitting them. So if you want to get a kill on them, what you can do is you auto attack tower, let the enemy auto attack you once, they draw aggro from your minions, and they get chunked a huge amount of health because of that. Meanwhile, you
Yeah.
retreat, obviously. You don't auto attack them, or you'll draw turret aggro, obviously. And that gets them super low. If they're low enough, you can turn on them and kill them right under their tower after they took like a bunch of minion damage. If they're not low enough, you wait for the wave to come back. You don't blindly auto attack the wave. Look, imagine they're low now because they auto attacked the big wave, and now they're forced to back because if they stand where you're standing right now, they obviously get all in and killed, right? And I'm
Yeah.
not going to push this wave into the safety of their tower. I'm just going to draw them closer and closer to me to get a longer lane to run them down.
Yeah.
See? And what do you do? Let's say if you have like just 100 health right now. What do? You're screwed. If you back, I can either choose to freeze it here, and this wave here, your wave, will kill the next wave of minions that's coming as well, and you're falling even further behind in XP. Or if you're playing, you gotta, if you decide to freeze, you gotta think about a few things. How much HP do you have? If you have a lot of HP and you're a fast wave clearer, you might decide to crash it into their tower. If you have a lot of HP and you just came from base and you're full HP, full mana, there's no reason to crash it into their tower. You can just freeze, and by the time the enemy comes back, they will have lost a huge amount of experience in gold.
Yeah.
And you basically win the lane just through that. You don't even need kills. You can just win lane by denying gold and experience. That's especially good into tanks like Mundo that are very hard to kill because of their R. But their abilities scale with level, and if they're behind in level, they're much easier to kill. As a Yorick, if I'm applying this strategy and I'm like 1 or 2 levels above the Mundo, I can kill the Mundo through his R.
Turret plating will soon fall.
simply by just denying experience and being ahead in gold and having item advantage through this.
Yeah.
What I suggest right now as practice is I'm going to set up a slow pushing wave towards you, and I want you to freeze. I want you to freeze the wave at your tower, and keep it there for like 5 or 6 waves.
Okay.
I am your worst nightmare.
Okay, now it's slow pushing into you. I want you to keep the freeze. I'm not going to touch the wave at all.
Oh, so you just want me to freeze now, like right here?
No, freeze it at your tower. Here.
All right.
Here. Don't let them get into your range. You're hitting too many of them. Nope. You
You said,
need
like,
4.
3 or
You need
4.
yes, but they weren't full HP. The minions.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't a freeze. I think just try to less hit. Let's see how long you can keep it here. This isn't a freeze anymore. Look at how many minions you have versus the wave. This is slow pushing into me now.
Oh,
Follow my blade.
Just watch. Watch. It's going to slow push. You're attacking the cannon.
oh, right. Yeah.
In order for a freeze to happen, the enemy wave needs to have like 3. Safest is 4. 4 more minions than you do.
Oh, 4 more minions than I do.
Be a
All right.
slaughter.
I thought that like just 4 minions.
Let
Let me
me.
try one more time.
Into battle.
Okay, it's slow pushing now. Now, if you want to freeze, you just last hit.
Yeah.
Don't hit them. Just last hit. That's not last hitting. You keep hitting. What are you doing? Just last hit.
No, I just want to like keep them here. So
No need. No need. You
Oh.
just don't want the. You just don't. You just want to keep them slightly outside your turret range. That's all. So
Oh.
how? Right now it's. Yeah, you're close. Close. This is good. Yeah, try to keep them there. This is very good. Very good. What you can do so that you see they chunked you quite a bit of health.
yeah.
What you can do to avoid that is you run into this bush here. You draw them into this bush. Run into the bush. You will drop minion aggro. Then you come out slightly. They aggro on you again. Then you go back in, out, in, out, in, out.
Into battle.
Oh. Oh, all right.
That reduces the damage a lot because they're starting their attack animation and it cancels as soon as you get in the bush.
Yeah.
But it keeps them in place in the meantime. This isn't the freeze. You broke the freeze. So,
I am your worst nightmare.
obviously this is going to take a bunch of practice for you. Oh no, you didn't break the freeze. You're fine. You're still gold. You might want to practice this for a bit. No. Get in the bush. Out. Yeah, too much. See, you should have gotten out very quickly. Takes a
Oh,
bit of
yeah.
practice. You can go in practice tool and try to practice.
Yeah, I
Wave
will.
manipulation. Okay, so now that you have sort of the basics, we can get into a game, I think.
All right. So like we just
let's exit. You can start your stream and let's get you in a game and see how you do.
well, it wasn't a really good game, but like that's all I have. The best game that I have in my match story. So
Oh, you want to do a VOD review?
what?
What game are you talking about?
You want me to stream one of my games that like I've played before, or just you want me to like go in a new game? Kui up.
Well, that's up to you. If you have a game, but none of your games are downloadable by me.
Oh, I've downloaded and like
Oh no,
stream it
they
for
are.
you.
They are actually. Well, I can. If you have a specific game in mind that you think you did well, but
Oh yeah, there's a Wukong one. 23, 13, 25 that I lost, but like I
right,
think I played well. It's a draft pick.
perfect. Okay, I think this is a good candidate, and I can download it. I'm still streaming, right? Oh no, I'm not. This is fine. I will stream.
Mm-hmm.
You can see my screen, right?
Right.
All right, let's download this. Oh, replay for this is missing or unavailable. Do you have the replay? Does it work for you? It's not working for me.
Oh, let me try. It says it's downloading. So
Okay, then I guess you can stream it because it's not working for me.
mhm.
Is it done?
No, actually, it's still downloading. I don't know why is it taking so long, but
Try restarting your League client. Maybe it's stuck. Shouldn't be taking that long. Unless you have like a super bad internet provider. But
yeah, it's really bad, I guess.
you restarting your client?
Yeah, I just opened me by downloading it again. Taking so long. I don't know why.
Sorry, what?
Why is it taking so long? Oh, it's ready. All right, let me screen share.
Okay, I can see your screen. So, what runes are you running?
Uh, it's Conqueror and like I don't remember.
Well, you can see them. Select your character. Double click your
Like what's
character. In the left of your screen, your
oh
character icon. Double click it. Okay, and now there, yeah. Okay, those look like the correct runes for Wukong. And your jungle. Okay, that's interesting. I actually never seen a Wukong jungle before.
it's really good. It's really good. It's really easy to gank. So because of the
Yeah,
dash, the
yeah,
W.
yeah. Actually, I've seen it, but it's been so long that So what's your plan here? How do you plan on clearing? What's the clear on Wukong?
I go red and then Raptors and go Wolves, Dragon and then Grump. And if I can, if I have the time, I'll go get these stone thingies. Or
All right,
like I just
can you
gank.
pause the stream, the game for a bit? Just press P.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as a jungler, first thing that you do is you decide who to gank. Your clear direction. Do you always start red on Wukong?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not necessarily written in stone. I know you're getting a good leash from your bot lane right now, but some lanes are gankable, some lanes are not gankable, and it also depends on what jungler the enemy has. Like if they have a stronger jungler than you, and you suspect that they're clearing in the same direction as you. For example, Hecarim is doing that right now. I'm honestly not sure. This comes with experience. I'm not sure who wins the 1v1 level 3 or 4
I won the 1v1 multiple times.
versus
So I was
Hecarim, right?
mm-hmm.
Well, I mean the at level 3 because
Oh,
the power changes. Do you win the 1v1 versus Hecarim at level 3?
I don't remember if I like fought him or not.
Well, no,
But like
I mean in theory, not in this game in
yeah,
particular.
yeah.
Okay,
Because of the
so
attack speed I had.
so because of your clear direction, you're going to end up in the top side of the map, and you have in the top Yone versus Kale, and in the mid you have Yasuo versus Talon, and in the bot lane you would have Jinx and Swain versus Morgana and Varus. Which one do you think? Which lane do you think? Like, forget clear direction. Which lane do you think is the most gankable, the easiest to gank?
The Yosu, the mid laner, because like he inted so much. I
But
remember because of like his E.
forget what happened.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about matchups here. The fact that this Yasuo was an idiot in your game is just luck.
Yeah.
But assuming everyone plays well, we just look at champions. What do we look at? We look at crowd control as a jungler. We look at which laner, which of your teammates can set up a gank very well for you. What CC does Yona have? He has
the Airborne.
a very conditional CC. He needs to have his Q2 up in order to dash into the kill and knock her up into the air for a second or two. What CC do we have in mid? We don't have any CC in mid. So whether you gank mid or not, you decide later based on how much HP Yasuo has left. If he's full HP, there's really no reason to gank mid unless he's very pushed into the turret. But if he's like in the middle, it's kind of unlikely that he will die from it. And in the bot lane, we have Morgana with her Q that lasts forever. And we have Swain. Swain Jinx is a bit hard to gank because it's 2 CC versus 1 CC. And Swain's CC goes through the minion wave. So they can kind of stop you easily. Knowing this, the order that you probably want is exactly the one that you're doing right now. But the fact that you're doing right now, if you didn't think of this stuff beforehand, is coincidence that you're doing a good, clear order. If, for example, you had no CC at all in the top lane or mid, and you would have had, let's say Jinx and Swain were on your team, then you might have considered starting from top going towards bottom. It's actually more important for you as a jungler to decide your clear direction based on lane matchups than just because red gives you some HP and sustain, some more HP and sustain, and doing this. Because time is very important as a jungler, and if you gank and fail your gank, that's very expensive. The higher elo you go, the more expensive that is for you. Because you don't get anything. And in the meantime, the enemy jungler either ganked successfully or they cleared another camp or two and are getting ahead of you in item advantage. Gold advantage.
That's right.
Okay, so you're going to clear from bottom to top. Go ahead, play.
Should I like speed it up? So
Yeah, do like 1.5x or 2x. But keep it on you. Double click it. Double click it because otherwise it will keep switching.
like this.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's fine.
Mhm.
Alright, so okay, your mid laner got a solo kill on Yasuo. That's very nice. You should consider kiting. Okay, why did you decide to go on Kale now?
I don't really know because like
It's
was talking to him because
a pause.
pause. All right,
Pause it. Yeah.
I did.
It's very, very unlikely that you get anything from this because Kale has flash, and that's exactly what happened.
Mhm. Well,
As soon as I saw you run, I didn't even need to know that gank will fail. I could tell already because I said,
I knew that like I couldn't kill her, but like you only still
just
got
getting
the
her
upper
flash
hand.
is not worth it. You could have cleared blue and probably half of the Gromp by now. This can cost you because if you do that and Hecarim, which started in the same, he's clearing in the same direction as you, is clearing his red right now. When the scuttle spawns, inevitably, since you're both clearing in the same direction, you're going to fight for the scuttle. And if he's one level ahead of you, you lose the fight.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do shit like this just to get Kale's flash and then get yourself killed at scuttle and waste time, waste gold, feed Hecarim in the process. Because that one level advantage is very important, especially for the scuttle fight. So you want to clear your blue and your Gromp, and then you want to don't even hit the Scryer because they can see the effect on the minimap from the Scryer orb. You know, the vision, the plant.
Yeah.
They can see it on the minimap. So if Kale is a good player and they keep looking at the minimap, which everyone should, they will see the Scryer there and they're like, okay, Wukong is already there for some reason. I better play safe, careful. That gank will never work because of that. So don't even hit that orb. You want to keep that orb. So after you clear your blue and your Gromp, that's about the time the Scuttle spawns. You want to use that Scryer to get vision on the Scuttle and see what's happening there, if Hecarim is there or not. And how much HP does he have versus how much HP do you have? Do you even want to go there and waste time, or do you think you can win the Scuttle fight? Maybe he's level 3, maybe he's level 4, you're level 3 because you did something like this. Keep that orb. Keep it for the Scuttle. Don't waste it like this. There's no reason.
All right.
Also, since you're playing Wukong, it's probably better you do the do you have? Can you press tab here a bit?
Mhm.
Okay. You should probably get to the sweeper orb. You probably hit that square to get wards visible. That's not necessary. As Wukong, especially on the early ganking junglers, what you want to do is, before the lanes even start, let's say you're clearing red, red towards blue, so you're starting red. What you want to do is you want to run in towards your blue level 1, guard that entrance, and at exactly 50-second mark, you want to drop down your ward, your normal ward base, and switch to the sweeper, to the red sweeper. What that does?
What do you mean by sweeper? What's sweeper? I don't know what that is.
The red thing that
red
clears
buff.
vision. So the sweeper, right?
Okay.
So at the 50-second mark, you want to base and switch to your sweeper.
All right.
What that allows you to do as a jungler is, let's say you want to gank Yasuo mid, and he warded his top bush in the mid lane, right?
Right.
And you're going towards him, and you want to wait in that bush until he gets in a bad position and then start the gank, right? If you're sitting on a ward, what a higher elo Yasuo, higher elo mid laner will do is they will keep moving back and forth, make you think they're going to end up in a bad spot, but never get in that bad spot, and they're purposefully wasting your time because they see you on the ward that they placed there, but you don't know you're on a ward. So what you do before a gank start is you start sweeping for wards in that bush to make sure that you are not on vision, because if you're on vision, they will purposefully waste your time and never get in a position where you can gank them. That is why you switch to sweeper. You don't run this ward that you have right now. You want to keep wards like this and not switch to sweeper if you're like Karthus jungle, for example, or a very weak jungler that is susceptible to invades. Then you keep this ward and ward your jungle entrances to know if you're getting invaded, so you can clear safely. But on early game junglers, which I assume Wukong is, you want to switch to the sweeper for the reason that I told you.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Play. So recap, don't do ganks like this just to get a flash.
All right.
What are you doing now? Pause. Where are you going?
Mid lane.
Okay, he still has flash up. You had no information that his flash was away. So he should just flash here. But in the meantime, you still haven't cleared your blue and Gromp.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're getting nothing done and you're falling behind in experiencing gold, because if Hecarim is not a complete moron, he's just continuing to farm his jungle and getting ahead in gold.
I was just like, I decided to like try to help my laners. So like,
yes, but this is a coin flip. Especially if you want to carry games, even if you get your the only thing you're getting is flashes. in these positions. Unless you look at the enemy laners and they're like in a very, very bad position, very far pushed up, that not even a flash would save them. That's when you want to go in. If you're just doing this, you're getting yourself behind and you're getting Talon a bit ahead. I guess he used his flash to get the first kill, but sure, you're getting Yasuo's flash here, and let's say you got your Talon ahead in that regard, that now Yasuo doesn't have flash and he's more easily killable. But what you're doing, by doing this, what you're doing is you're moving control away from yourself and putting it into the hands of random players. And that is the definition of a coin flip game from your perspective. You know what I mean? Sure, you're getting your mid laner slightly ahead, just slightly. Is he able to capitalize on what you did here? You sacrificed, I don't know how much gold Blue and Gromp has, but I bet you it's not worth Yasuo's flash, the golden experience that you lost doing this.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking, that's right. Well, I just wanted to get their flashes, so
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You
I
are...
thought that's like a huge thing for my next gank, because like they don't have it for like 3 minutes.
It's a coin flip. You don't know that. If you want to climb, what you always want to do is go for 100% gains. What is 100% gain? Getting your farm, getting your XP. Because by the time you do your Blue and your Gromp, the lane states will change. Maybe Yasuo is more pushed then, so the gank works then. But in the meantime, you got a certain gain. You got the gold and experience from your Blue and Gromp. Okay, let's continue. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, somehow Yasuo got himself killed anyway. That guy. Yeah, that won't happen. That won't happen in higher elo.
My mid laner like just got so fed.
That's just because
In
the
the late
Yasuo
game.
is bad, not because either of you played well.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, you're continuing with your clear. How much gold do you have? Can you press tab for a minute? And press X here.
Wanted me
Okay.
to pause? Alright.
Yeah, pause, tab, press X. Hold tab and just tap X. Okay, you have 1.3k. This is enough for a serrated Dirk, I believe. Right? Is that what you're building? Lethality on Wukong?
Yeah. No, I'm building the same build that you like built as Yorick. I don't know my mythic item name. Sunder, I don't know what.
Divine Sunder.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weird build for Wukong. I thought he went lethality.
No. I get a bit tanky and like kinda hard to kill. I just can WE into the fight and like I can ult. So my
Okay.
ADC and mid laner can get the kill.
Okay, I don't know about that build. It's a bit dubious to me. But maybe that's the meta for jungle Wukong. I would have expected lethality because that's what Wukong builds in lane, or at least he used to when I played him. Okay, let's continue. Either way, you have enough gold to back and get your item. This everything that's happening here, it doesn't matter. The only reason all this is happening is because these players are bad. They're completely bad. You gotta understand you're playing in... What? This is bronze, right?
No, iron and bronze.
Okay, this doesn't happen in gold, for example. This sometimes happens in silver.
Mhm.
So What did you do? You ran from your blue all the way down here, and you still haven't bought your first item. These players might not be here. They will flash away. You wasted a lot of time, and you don't have your first item. You should have backed, went Raptors, Gromp, and then look towards a gank bot.
Yeah.
I know you can try to chase the kills, but you will not get the kills. The higher elo you go, the less likely is you get any kills, and you just end up in goal. Like if I took this game and replaced all these players, I would leave them where they are. Well, maybe 10 seconds ago, I would replace them with gold players. You would not get any kill here. You would just run around and waste time, basically, and get further and further behind. Look at Hecarim. He's farming. Can you press tab? Tab and X. Okay. He is ahead in gold and farm too.
Farm. Mm-hmm.
That's fine. He's going for certain plays. You're just getting lucky here that these players are bad, but this is not correct play, and it won't.
Yeah.
The higher elo you go, the more you end up climbing and then wondering why you get hard stuck. It's because of this stuff. Because this stuff doesn't work the higher you go, because the players are better. No Swain will be in frickin' Krug's bush at minute 5. What the fuck? Okay, let's go. Continue. You should have gone Raptors, Krugs, and then look to a gank for a gank bot. This, I know you're getting kills, but they don't matter, because, again, you're getting them because they're bad, not because you're playing well.
But, like, I died there, so it doesn't matter. And actually, Hecarim got the kill, so...
Yeah, just go for the certain plays. They're fighting at Drake now. You're still not getting your farm.
I don't know why I'm not farming, but like...
I know you're seeing the fights, and if you can get there, you can get some kills, but these fights don't end in kills the higher you climb. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Sure, you're getting some kills, but unless the only times you go for this is if you're smurfing. Because then you know how the important thing is to know the basics and to know how to play and not rely on these random chances. If you're smurfing and you can control the game with your gold lead super well, you can try to go for these plays, but if you're not smurfing and you're trying to climb, this is not the correct play. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't usually play like this, but I usually farm more. I don't know what I was doing, but like... I still don't know how I lost. Because like, we were all super fed, and like this Yasu just
It's
got the Nexus, and like they won.
well, I can already guess that maybe Kale will scale, and you will end up fighting a scaling Kale. Jinx is also a hard scaler, so the longer the game goes, the more likely is you're going to lose. They have the better scaling comp.
I really don't know why I did that, and like actually I died here, and like...
Can you pause for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, you're ahead. You're ahead on level. Did you know that Hecarim was going to be here? Because
I had vision. I guess
you ran all the way from your nexus. You ran all the way
No.
from your nexus to his jungle. If you know his jungle camps are up, Sure, but I would argue you still need to clear yours. There's another factor that's important in jungling, and that is the more you know the camps level up. Did you know
What?
that? The camps themselves level up
Oh yeah, I knew that.
as the game progresses.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you have Krugs and you don't clear them, and you end up at minute 20 and you go kill them, they will not give you as much experience as if you cleared them 2 or 3 times already. You'll get the experience you would have gotten at level 1.
Yeah.
So the longer your camps are up, the worse it is for you because they're not leveling up and you're not getting as much experience as possible. So again, debatable if you know his camps are up, even then I would first clear my camps because I want them to level up eventually. And then go invade. You don't just run into his jungle. And the other thing is look at the lane states. Yes, mid lane doesn't have priority. Do you know what lane priority is?
No.
Okay, move the view to mid lane. But you can already see it on the mini map, but I want you to see it better. Talon cannot help you. So their mid laner, their top laner is missing. Yasuo's top for some reason, right? So their top laner is missing. You know their top laner is missing. You don't know where their jungler is, or you just saw it on a word. You know for a fact you're going into a 1v2. Because Talon cannot help you. He has a huge wave that he needs to clear first. And I see a lot of junglers get super mad. Oh, why didn't you help me? I was invading. The mid laner cannot leave a wave like this and come help you. So the decision for you to invade is questionable. Whenever you invade, sure, you have the level lead, but I would argue the level lead is not a guarantee that you will win the fight with the enemy jungler if their top laner is missing and you're in a 1v2. I'm not sure you're strong enough to do a 1v2 right now. Does that make sense? Unless they misplay terribly. But you're in a 1v2 right now. And look, Kale is level 8 as well. And you're level 7. I don't think you win this 1v2. So
I didn't.
So there's literally no reason for you to be here. You should be clearing your camps, and whenever you decide to invade, first thing you do is you look at your lane states and ask yourself, if I invade and start a fight with the enemy jungler, who will get here first? Will the enemy mid laner get here first, or will my mid laner get here first? Switch back to mid lane again. Move the view to mid lane again.
Yeah.
So, if Talon had his wave pushed into the enemy tower, obviously the enemy would be there farming it. And in that situation, Talon is free to move around and help you in your 2v2 during the invade.
Yeah.
But you can't invade in this situation. All you're doing is you're wasting more time and risk getting yourself killed because you're in a 2v1 and nobody can help you.
That's right.
So you farm your wolves, your blue, your gromp, they're all up. You do that, you look at the lane states, and then you decide from there whether you gank or not. Anyone. Or invade. If by the time you do your wolves, your blue, and your gromp, Talon has pushed his wave under the enemy tower, then you know you have the level advantage on the Hecarim. You know you win the fight with Hecarim 1v1, and in case anyone shows up, you know that your mid laner is free to come and help you. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Play. Next. And this is why you died. I didn't even need to see this. To know that this was going to happen. And I guess now you finally decide to farm?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I don't usually farm like this.
Did you sweep? Well, the point is to find out why you're losing games. Did you switch to your sweeper trinket? Can you press tab? Oh, hold tab, please.
Mhm.
Okay, you still don't have the sweeper trinket. That is very important as a jungler, especially a melee one. You need a clear vision. You and the support are the most important people designated to clear vision. If you don't do that, can you pause a bit?
Yeah.
So, this is an analysis from, I don't remember what website. One of the key differences between ELOs, the higher you get in ELO, is vision score. And it's very hard. Let me think how to explain this. It's very hard to figure out how the game would have gone if the enemy didn't have vision in a certain area. So what's the point of vision? The point of having vision is to formulate strategies, right? If the enemies has wards all over the place, that limits the amount of stuff that you can do. Because the enemy, if you walk through a ward, the enemy has ahead of time notice to formulate a strategy and decide how to handle that situation. Whereas if they don't have vision, they have less information and they are more prone to making bad decisions. Especially in lower elo, people do not respect vision at all. So they end up in the dark, in fog of war, and end up getting killed a lot of times because of this. So, and what you can do, especially as a jungler, is you can abuse that by clearing their vision. And occasionally placing vision as well. But mainly the support. It's the support's job. But you can place a pink ward, a red ward, right? As well.
Yeah.
Even if you have the sweeper, clear their vision and let them walk into complete darkness, blind, because they do that a lot. And you'll find that you start winning more games just by doing that. Because, like you know how in a game, it randomly seems like they're fighting all the time. Random people die all the time randomly. It's not completely random. A big factor is vision. And if, let's say your bot lane is going to fight somewhere in the river randomly, and they're somewhat even in kills, in gold, in item advantage. Depending on what vision is placed in that river, one of them will end up in a better position than the other in terms of how they position during combat, and one or the other wins. And vision ends up being the determining factor. You know what I mean? Let's say the enemy has a pink ward in their river bush. If they're fighting auto attackers like the ADC can't auto attack in that bush. They might end up canceling an auto attack. They might end up getting killed because of that. Or let's say the enemy has a pink ward in their river bush and their jungler is nearby. If your bot lane had vision there, they wouldn't go there normally.
Yeah.
But they're kind of bronzies and they go anyway and end up dead to the jungler. Likewise, if the enemy has a ward there, not a pink ward, and you come to gank them, they will see you coming. But if you have your sweeper active already, their vision gets cancelled. They don't see you coming. Their vision just disappears temporarily, and that fools bronzies.
I don't really
And
know what sweeper is. Like, I
the
can't
the red.
understand.
Look at Swain.
Look
Do you
at
see his
Swain.
vision score?
Let me see.
Bottom.
Oh, 12.
Yeah. Do you see the red thing? That's the sweeper. The thing that clears vision, dude.
Uh-huh. So the more you have,
Are you sure you know what the sweeper is?
no, actually, I don't know what the sweeper.
Am I calling it
Well,
wrong? Am I crazy? What the fuck? It's sweeper, right? Sweeper League Legends. Am I calling it wrong? Sweeping lens.
No, it's just like I've never heard of it. I don't really know about visions and stuff. So, I always like work the same places and like over and over. So,
You know how to clear... Dude, what? Do you know how to buy the thing that Swain has?
oh, it's the name of that. All right. You're
Oracle
calling that?
lens.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah.
This one. You've used it
Yeah.
before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is what I mean by sweeper, whatever. Oracle
Oh,
lens.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's your job to have that instead of the normal words. Because
I usually get that for Rek'Sai because like I can't see with my W. Like when I want to gank, I need it. So yeah.
you want it on junglers that gank in the early game, not farming junglers
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
are weak. And I explained to you why. Because if the bot lane has a ward in the river bush, you want to know that you're on vision. Because if you walked on vision, there's no point in continuing the gank. They know you're coming. You
That's right.
abort
Yep.
and you continue with your farming. Okay, play, continue. I know this is a lot of information. I'm hoping maybe I should write some of it down. That way you can recap it from time to time. Can you back a bit? I missed that. I was writing. Back it a bit before you died.
Yeah. It's
So let's see what's happening.
what the fuck? The fuck? Bruh. Alright. Like around
You don't use the replay tool too often, am I right?
yeah, I don't.
Just double click your character, dude. Pause. Press pause. Your
Mhm.
4x. Just
Oh.
dude. You can press minus to slow down.
Yeah, I know that. But...
No, I mean on your keyboard.
Oh. Oh yeah. That's right.
Okay,
Thanks.
speed up a bit. Let's see how you end up dead. Right, you're skipping all over the place.
It was like around here. Like... Yeah.
Okay, pause. Press pause. P.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is the camera isn't locked on your character. Double click your icon in the left. Now it's locked. And And just press P and don't do anything else.
All right. It's not locked though. Oh.
Yeah, lock it in your... double click your character.
I did.
Okay, now press P. So you go back to farming, I hope, right?
I guess. Wait.
No, you're... Okay. A bit of weird pathing.
Oh my god.
He wasn't on vision here. Okay, you end up getting killed, we know that. Because you invaded for no reason, you should have farmed. Okay, let's see what you do now. You farm these. Can you slow down a bit? Slow. It's too fast. Okay. Alright. There's no way you can reach that in time. You should be going to your farm now. No, you don't do this. See, your bot lane already...
Got the kill.
What?
I got the kill.
That's because they overstay, not because you play well. You need to understand this. They should back away. Normally they back away. If a gank fails, Hecarim just goes back to farming, if he's not an idiot like now. He does not sit around with low HP. And their bot lane as well. They back away.
I shouldn't have fought him because, like, he's bot laners.
Well, it's just Jinx since she wasn't in the position. But you don't stay here after this.
Yeah, that was the wrong thing.
You can try to kill him, but you don't stay after that, because obviously their whole team knows you're there. Back to farming, I hope. You're red.
I guess. I don't
Apparently
think so.
not. I don't... Why? Why? In what world will you catch
I usually
the Kayle?
farm more. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? It was a weird game.
So it's going to be very, very hard for you to carry if you're not getting your farm.
Yeah, and I couldn't really. It was Talon that was doing the most.
Okay, you don't really have priority in the bot lane.
And he got stole it.
And they're low HP. And he got the Drake. Yeah. You don't do Drake in that situation. Look at your bot lane. Bot lane, I know bot lane likes to blame junglers a lot for not having Drakes, but a lot of the times it's their fault. If they end up being low HP or never have priority in the bot lane, or they're hard losing bot lane, it's very hard to get Drakes. So don't go for Drakes if your bot lane is low HP or backing, or just don't do Drakes alone unless it's 100% certain you can get it quickly and unspotted. Otherwise you're doing coin flip plays and end up feeding the enemy. You probably have a lot of gold by now. Can you pause a bit? And press tab, press X. Oh, yeah, you didn't buy anything in base. You have 1.5k unspent. They killed you at... Did they kill you at Drake? I don't remember.
No.
No, you ran with low HP all the way here. No, you should have backed and bought something with that gold.
Yeah, but like they were pushing mid lane, so I tried to stop it. and I did.
You're not
And
really
like,
pushing mid lane. Where?
let me show you. Kale and like Yasuo with Hecarim were like pushing to get the tower. Like tried to stop
They're
them.
never going to get the tower anyway. Your mid laner. Oh, your mid laner died.
Mm-hmm.
Talon died. They still don't get the tower because they don't have a wave.
They did get the tower. We had the wave.
Oh,
They had
you mean
wave.
the mid, the tier 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what did you stop then if they got it?
I tried to stop it. I don't know.
Just back and use the gold.
I did, I think, but like.
You have 1.5k unspent.
Mm-hmm. I think I just completed my item, my mythic item. So and like forgot to spend the rest.
It's very important to spend your gold because it impacts the fights.
Yeah.
Okay, play.
Play?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you keep chasing kills. This is never going to happen. This is never going to work.
Mhm.
And what ends up happening is their team groups on you. The longer you do a chase, and this needs to become habit in your mind. The longer a chase goes on, the more likely it is that their enemy team is on the way.
Yeah.
You should always abort. Especially a Hecarim. You're never going to chase down a Hecarim. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I did it though.
No, pause. Look
I
at the
did.
mid lane. Look at mid lane.
Oh, I should have got the turret.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That
I
is,
didn't know.
what, 200 gold, I think. Something like
Mhm.
that's a kill worth. If you don't press objectives, this is how you lose. Especially
Yeah, that's
into a scaling comp like Kale Jinx.
yeah.
You need to press the objectives. You have 2k gold lead as a team. You need to go for objectives. I don't know what your team is doing in bot lane, but it doesn't matter. They're stupid. You need to get the objectives. Nobody's guarding top lane turret. Nobody's guarding mid turret. You just go and get them. Don't
Yeah, that's
forget
right.
the objective in this game is not to get kills. It's to destroy the Nexus, and the only way to destroy the Nexus is to destroy the turrets that are in the way.
Yeah, that's right.
So mid turret, not whatever is happening in the bot lane.
I didn't really play well. I don't know why I'm playing like
Okay,
this, but
continue. Okay, maybe you get some kills, maybe you don't, but it doesn't matter because Jinx and Kale will scale and destroy you in the late game.
Mhm.
And you didn't get mid turret, so you're no closer to winning. What you should do in situations like this is ping your team to play safe. Do you know how to do the various pings? Like you don't do the red ping, you do the warning ping, the yellow
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, to play careful, because what you want is sure the fact that your team is pressuring bot tower isn't too bad. It's keeping the enemy busy and nobody's protecting mid because of that. You want them to play safe while you're taking the objective, the mid turret. Another thing to understand, can you pause for a bit?
Hmm?
Your wave clear in your team comp is not very good. The only good wave clearer in your team is Morgana, and she's a support, so it's a bit debatable how well she can wave clear. She can wave clear with her pool, right? Everyone else is single target champion. So you can't really siege with your comp. So that thing that was happening in the bot lane is kind of unlikely to work. They have Jinx with her rockets that can wave clear pretty well, and they have Swain. You're never going to take turret by sieging. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is a bit, I guess this comes with experience, but it's a bit important to understand. There's two ways to win. Well, there's a lot of ways to win, but there's two strategies that you can ask yourself which one to employ, and one is, can you siege? As in, do you have ranged teammates, ranged champions on your team that can, poke from the distance and wave clear, and even if the enemy is under the turret falls because your wave clear is better than them? Or do you lack wave clear, in which case split pushing is a better option for winning?
Yeah.
And in your case, that's more likely than trying to siege turrets. So that's why the fact that they group bot lane and try to take that turret never worked, because you don't have wave clear. And they do. Their wave clear is superior to yours. They have Jinx and Swain that can both wave clear pretty well. And I don't know what level is Kale, but she can wave clear. If she's 11 or higher, and I think she is, she can wave clear as well. Okay, continue. Okay, that's whatever.
Wait, what happened? Why it stopped? But like,
Okay, so right now, you should probably back. Maybe try to get their Gromp, but yeah. Well, Hecarim should have been dead there. Whatever. Morgana missed her bind. Okay, you back here. Yasuo's pushing into your top lane. Yone, I think it's rage quitting.
that's what he did. No, it was like doing homework or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
He's this Bloodsoul guy that like.
That's me.
Okay, why did you run back into your base?
I think buying items or something.
Why didn't you buy them before? Or maybe you just completed an item or what?
I back to like get Yasuo and like my items to get.
Okay.
Mm.
You should be opening your shop as you're backing, so you don't. So your purchase is quick. Maybe you're not doing that. That's why.
I was too stressed about the Yasuo, I think.
Okay, well, nobody's getting the top wave. And
Mhm.
you are chasing a Jinx that may or may not be here. Meanwhile, top is pushing into your base. And Morgana, This you shouldn't be here. There's no reason for you. Both you and Morgana, you should be in the base farming that wave. Those super creeps. I know your inhibitor fell, but I don't know if you noticed. Well, there's no way for you to notice. If you look at my games in general, I don't take the enemy inhibitor too early, because that ends up being a disadvantage. Those super creeps each are worth 90 gold.
Yeah.
And what's happening right now is a lot of gold is getting funneled into your team. And it can actually be detrimental to them to take inhibitor too early. What I usually do is I just take the turret, I don't take the inhibitor. Even if I have the opportunity to take the inhibitor, I don't. If it's too early, if I'm crushing top lane too hard, I don't take the inhibitor. I just take the turret to... Because then I can take the inhibitor at a later date anytime I want, almost. I just switch to bot lane and split push in the bot lane. But my point is you should be here in the base getting gold and trying to recover until this inhibitor comes back up. There aren't other objectives on the map. Well, there's Baron, but I doubt they're going to do Baron.
I think they got the Baron. Or like we did, I don't remember, but
Well, if you get the Baron and you still lose this pretty bad, let's see what happens. Okay,
we
you
were
got
winning.
three. You got 2 kills. I would have pinged Baron here, to be honest.
We got the Baron, I guess. I think.
Yeah, but you backed
But
for
like
some
we
reason.
still lost because of like Yasuo. He
Look,
got
you
the
backed.
inhibitors.
You backed. There are 3 people in the river, and you backed as a jungler.
Mhm.
You should have been there at Baron. You should be doing Baron right now.
Yeah, I'm going to do Baron right now.
Yeah, but it's kind of late. I know you
Yeah.
get it in the end, but you know you could have gotten it like 30 seconds to a minute earlier. When you get Baron buff, it's very important after you get Baron how you distribute your team on the map. You usually 1-4, 4 in a lane and 1 in the other lane is a pretty decent setup. You usually want one of the stronger, actually the weakest team member split pushing, and then the other 4 in the other lane. It's important for you to communicate with your team and tell them someone should be going bot lane. Right now, someone should be bot lane.
Yeah.
And this can be game winning if someone is bot lane to push that wave. Talon, because he's lower HP, he should be bot lane right now.
Yeah.
You can coordinate your team if they don't know what to do, but it's very important to tell them what to do because they don't know. And when you have Baron, how your team gets split into lanes is extremely important. Look, your wave is very close to their bot lane turret. See how close it is?
Yeah.
If someone was there earlier, you could be pushing that turret. And you would have gotten 2 turrets now, instead of just this mid lane one. Also, bot lane turret is more important than mid lane turret. And the reason for that is it creates pressure in the bot lane, and then when Baron spawns, the enemy team is further from the Baron. And takes them longer to get to the Baron. Because they're in the bot lane defending from super creeps.
Yeah.
That's why bot lane turret is a bit more important. But look at that wave that built up in the bot lane. Do you see it? It's all under tower. Go look there. Bot lane tower.
Yeah. I saw it. I can't
Yeah.
see it.
If
Mhm.
someone is there with Baron buff, you can get that inhibitor as well. The enemy team is stupid. They should have cleared that wave, but nobody did.
Yeah.
Someone should have been there with Baron buff. And with super creep pressure on 2 waves, you then get Drake. Because they're too busy defending their base from creeps.
hmm
And that's Soul as well. I don't know if you get it. You probably lose it now. Looking
I
at your
think
team.
I got it.
Maybe you get it through stealing. Oh, do they
No.
die here? Oh, they die here.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit of luck on your part, but... So you get Soul too and you still lose the game, huh?
hmm
Well, Inhibitor should have fallen. Bot lane Inhibitor should have fallen, and if bot lane Inhibitor was fallen, then Talon
we
right now
didn't
would be in
get
the top.
we didn't get the oh my it was the next one. Like we got the last one that like the zombie one with the zombie passive.
Right,
We got
right.
that and the elder, but like we still lost.
Yeah, but you see you're on you're on a
hmm
time clock here because of Gale and Jinx.
Yeah.
You would have, if you did the stuff that I told you earlier, you would have been a bit more ahead. I mean, way more ahead.
Yeah.
Because now all 3 inhibs would be gone now. If someone would have gone with Baron buff in the bot lane.
Yeah, that's right.
And I don't know when Baron is spawning, but I suspect it's spawning soon.
I
And
think they got the second Baron.
yeah, because there wasn't enough pressure in their base. With the 3 inhibitors gone, there would have been 3 waves of super creeps they would have had to defend. It's small things like these, but they add up. That's how you control a game. With 3 waves to defend, you would have been free to take the second Baron and end the game. But let's see what happens. What's the Baron timer? Can you press tab for a bit? Oh, it doesn't show. Well, it's about to spawn in less than a minute. You should be pinging your team here. Baron, 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 Baron.
I did.
You're still 4k ahead in gold. So there's still no excuse for you. Well, there's a bit of excuse because you're getting into the late game now. And Kale is level 16, so you're a bit fucked now.
Yeah.
She just hit
She couldn't really
16.
do much. She was pretty weak. The Yasu was the main problem. His life still is just yeah. Heals so much.
Okay, you're getting this. All good. Okay, can you press pause? Sorry.
Yeah.
Pause. Press tab. Okay, you got anti-heal. That's good.
Yeah, we all got anti-heal, but like beside Diona, except Diona.
Alright, you're good. That's enough anti-heal. Go.
Should I play?
Okay, with 4 of their teammates dead. Push mid. Mid. Ping them to push mid. What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, Divorce is like retarded, bro. He didn't even get the inhibitor.
Yeah, but you can ping them.
Talon did.
Okay, he's going for that top inhib. It's not too bad, but
He didn't get it.
there was
Just
a
what?
And Morgana, where is Morgana? Oh my gosh, she went all the way to the wave. She's
Look
not
at
even
this,
looking at
bro.
them. Yeah, but
I
if
didn't
you
even get.
if you ping them, you could have gotten both of them to do the same thing. At least. Okay, this is when you ping them to group, because if you fight for if Morgana needs to back because she's low HP.
Mhm.
You need to ping her. Especially in the late game, coordination becomes extremely important. Because if they lose as 4 people, then you can't 1v5. Unless you're insanely fed, which is not the case right now. So you need to
Even
ping.
if I was, I can't really like 1v5 with Wukong. I don't really think so.
Well, my point is you should be communicating with your team more.
Yeah.
Bring them off when they do stupid shit. Morgana should have backed ages ago, but instead she ends up dying. You didn't ping her.
Mhm.
Maybe you need to work a bit on your map awareness as well. You missed that mid turret when I showed you, and
Yeah.
you didn't really see your low HP Morgana. You could have pinged her. They're doing Baron, and you're not doing anything about it. You could have at least pushed mid. If you see the enemy group for an objective, sometimes it's a good idea to go on the opposite. Okay, this is good.
Yeah, we got the Drake and like
This
the
is
other
good.
two.
You could have probably moved a bit. I don't know if you could have moved sooner, but it's good. I wouldn't take this fight though, to be
Yeah,
honest.
we had to though. We had to.
You took the Drake. You could have. Oh, you got it. But this is a coin flip fight, in my opinion. I normally would have pinged everyone off, and I would have tried to run away. And if I died, that would be fine. It's better because if you die as an entire team, you lose the game this late in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's just you dead, you don't necessarily lose the game. So it's better to just for you to die than your whole team to risk being wiped. Because the respawn timers are very, very long. So they can even end through mid if they get, especially with the Baron. Especially with Baron buff, you don't want to take a team fight.
Yeah.
If you wipe, they just run down mid to your Nexus with the Baron buff. Normally I would ping everyone off mid and just group at the mid turret. You don't want to be here. Because if you get picked off one by one, you lose the game. You don't want this fight. You really don't want this fight. You don't want that fight. They have Baron buff, and they have late scaling champs that do a lot of damage this late in the game. What you want to do is you want to group at one of your turrets and pray that you survive the Baron push. I can't see it through the stream, but I think they got a hidden gold now. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
88k too. Yeah, and yeah, this is how you lose. And
They didn't even
I would
win
say
right here. Yasu just soloed.
no, but I mean this is the point where you're losing the game, where you started to lose the game.
Mhm.
And I would say this First of all, you wouldn't be in this spot if you focused on your objectives a bit better.
Mhm.
And I would argue a lot of it is you not pinging your team, and you needing to work a bit on your macro, on your awareness on what objectives are up, and especially as a jungler. As a jungler, the team is looking to you for objectives because they don't know what the fuck to do. Especially for Baron and Drake, they need your smite. So you need to ping more, especially as a jungler. You probably wouldn't be in this position if you took mid turret earlier. If you pinged your team to go bot lane with Baron push, you wouldn't be this late in the game. And also, if they have Baron, just don't take team fights when they have the Baron buff. Because that's how they got ahead in gold. They wiped your team.
I don't actually know what the Baron buff does, except like does that shit to minions. Like I don't know what it does.
It gives some bonus stats to champions as well, but I'm not sure what they are.
Uh-huh.
But they're very small, so that's not the reason why you shouldn't take the Baron buff team fight. It's because if you die as a team, you lose the game from that. It's very risky. It's better to just group at a turret.
You should have gotten like the objectives.
Okay, here, you're 3 into 5 pushed so far. Your Morgana and your Talon are way the fuck back.
Mhm.
I would not fight for this Drake at all. At
It's
all.
the Elder, I guess.
I
Yeah,
know,
it's the Elder.
I know it's the Elder, but the problem is they're ahead.
Mhm.
They're ahead in gold. You might lose it. They're in top lane now for some reason, but I guess they will get to the Drake before it spawns. You lose this team fight. Surely you lose it. Well, unless they come in one by one, like this. But you are fighting a late game Jinx and a late game Kale. Do you take the Drake?
Yeah, we got it.
And you still lose the game. Holy crap.
Yeah. The Yasuo, I like after this just got it here and got the Nexus. And they won.
First of all, you shouldn't have won that team fight. The only reason you won is because they came in one by one.
Mhm.
You would have lost the team fight. I wouldn't have ever. I would have pinged everyone off it, and I would have pressured mid lane and gotten all those inhibitors down. And after those were down, then I would have got to Drake. They can't go to Drake if you're pushing one of the lanes, because you can get their Nexus if they're all at the Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's important to ping your team. If you don't ping your team, nobody knows to do that. Yone was your premade?
Yeah.
Well, when you're premade with someone, you have even more control over what the rest of the team does with your 3 teammates, because you can both ping the same thing.
Mhm.
And that way you can guide the rest of your team, because they see 2 people doing the same thing and they automatically follow. They're more likely to listen to both your pings than just one ping. So you can coordinate with your premade to ping the same thing.
Talon was my premade too. I don't know, but
Who? Talon?
yeah.
Okay, you're getting Jinx as well. You push mid, I assume, right?
Yeah, but like Yasuo got the Nexus. That's the game.
Oh, well, that's map awareness
Mm-hmm.
right there. At least Yone could have helped defend. Yeah, it's a lot of little things
Yeah.
that add up. My suggestion is I'm going to upload this on YouTube, and you can always review it because it's recorded. So I suggest you rewatch it because there's like a lot of stuff that we discussed and
Oh,
covered, and
all right.
it's unlikely that you remember all of it. So rewatch it. I got a bunch
Okay.
of coachings as well, and rewatching helps a lot because you don't even realize how much you forget after a coaching session like this.
Oh, all right. Thank you, man. But
Yeah.
like, what's your YouTube? I don't have your YouTube.
Oh, I'll send it to you in Discord
Oh,
after
all right.
after this.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I hope this helped, and yeah, good luck with your ranked.
Thank you. All right. Bye.
Bye.